Hey, I'm Kathleen. Just a small town island girl trying to make sense of this creative journey while balancing all the other parts of who I am. So initially, I was just gonna be using one color for this piece, like a monochromatic type-ish kind of thing. But yesterday, I decided that I'm gonna fill this entire canvas with colors and shapes. So yeah, I'm so excited to finish it. 6 years ago, I made this decision that probably seemed unexpected, especially from a country where parents expect their children to take the traditional path of becoming an adult. You either become a nurse, a teacher, or spend the rest of your life bound to society's expectations of how you should live. Well, I decided that I was gonna be making art, whether it's through the internet or something tangible. It didn't make sense at the time, but something inside me kept pulling in this direction. It's funny how we sometimes need to unlearn what we think we're supposed to be to remember who we actually are. I got these mint from my neighbor a few months ago, and I replanted them at the backyard. And since it's been raining in the last couple of weeks, they've been growing so much. They were already starting to get out of hand, so I decided to harvest them a few days ago. And I just realized that I don't have honey in the cupboard, so I don't even know how this is gonna taste. But we shall see. I'm gonna be brewing fresh ginger and some of these mint. Smells so good, by the way. Smells very refreshing. The transition wasn't really straightforward. There were so many moments of doubt, especially when I'd see my classmates following more conventional careers. And then there's this whole other layer, right? Being a homemaker, raising my son, all while trying to build our dreams. Some days I feel like I'm taking on too many identities, like, who exactly am I trying to be here, you know? Our move from the island to the city was, well, it was necessary. Me and Steven miss the island every day. The fresh air, the quiet, the way time seems to move differently there. I haven't heard anyone talk about this, or maybe I haven't heard it yet, but I think there's a serious issue with smoke pollution here. But to be fair, it's just an old city, so it's not as modernized as all the other cities in the Philippines. So it's quite understandable. And if you know me, I like my afternoon walks. So going out for a walk in the afternoons is not very pleasant. But from what I've seen so far,
People here like to burn plastics and leaves, especially in the early mornings and late afternoons. And it's supposed to lure out, insects and mosquitoes, which is synonymous in the Philippines. It's pretty common here. And we may not know it yet, right? I don't want to be that person to say don't do this and don't do that. But it's so harmful to our health. And if you're someone who has lung issues, I don't think this is the best place to be in. That's also the reason why I don't think we will settle here in the long term.
This tiny city has its own rhythm. It's faster, louder, more demanding, and sometimes I find myself getting caught up in it, scrolling through other creators' work, comparing my journey to theirs, feeling that pressure to keep on producing. I think that's when I really started to understand that passion isn't just about what you love to do. It's also about how you want to live. It's this intersection of creativity and simplicity, of making beautiful things while living a meaningful life. I'm still figuring it out, honestly. Some days I wake up bursting with ideas, and other days I question everything. I see other creators taking my concepts, and that little voice starts whispering, Kath, maybe you're not cut out for this. But then I remember the feeling of being on the island, of being completely present in the moment. And I try to bring that same energy to my work here because that's what passion feels like to me. It feels like being fully alive in whatever you're doing. I'm learning that ambition and slowness can coexist, that I can chase my dreams and still be present for my family, that I can miss the island while building something meaningful here. Until then, I'm bringing a little bit of the island to the city. Through my art and through the way we live. Through remembering to slow down even when everything around us speeds up. So, if you're also trying to figure out this whole passion thing, maybe it's not about discovering something new, but remembering what ignites you on the inside and finding ways to bring that into everything you do. Okay, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's you